Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, the 7th of June. Hey, it's hot and hazy. No big surprise there. Actually, temperatures are just a notch below the ones we saw yesterday. Not that you can tell the difference, but we'll take that. Let's look at some of the Skycam shots around the network this afternoon. First off, coming from Gadsden in Etowah County. Lots of hazy sunshine there. There's the Skycam in Demopolis. That's the one on top of the Demopolis Civic Center in North Marengo County, overlooking the Tombigbee River. And, of course, you know where that water goes. Down here, the Gulf of Mexico. That's the Skycam on top of the Phoenix All Suites. And we just checked the seawater temperature down at the Dauphin Island Sea Lab, 86 degrees this afternoon. Very warm, so makes you wonder if just maybe some of that stored heat energy will be released with tropical systems later in the season. All right, 588 heat bubbles sitting just north of us. And that big ridge actually covers much of the eastern two-thirds of the nation. The trough is lifting out of the northeast and also de-amplifying back in the west. And our numbers, yeah, look at that. It's only 93 at 2 o'clock. Hey, a cool wave time. You know, in recent days, it was like 96, 97, 98. So numbers are off just a little bit. Tuscaloosa, 95. The hot spot on the board there is Alexander City at 97, and again, I question the integrity of the data there. I know Montgomery's a good observation down there. They've got 96. And around the nation, a lot of red. That means it's hot. Got some temperatures nearing triple digits back in West Texas, 90s all the way up to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Milwaukee, Chicago, baking. It's nice and cool, though, back in Montana and parts of the Northwest, and again, the Northeast is still hanging on with cool air, but they're going to heat up pretty dramatically in coming days. Hey, look at the radar. We got some pretty strong storms over South Mississippi and South Alabama. Big storms in Mississippi. South of Interstate 20, we've got Laurel and Hattiesburg, both under severe thunderstorm warnings. Also some warnings for some of the counties south of Jackson. In our state, a cluster of storms along the Tombigbee River on the Choctaw-Clark County line. And got some in the Florida Panhandle around Panama City Beach and Crestview, Interstate 10 there, North Pensacola. But up this way, same old deal. Just hard to find anything. Watch warning map, very quiet around the nation. Convective outlook for the rest of today and tonight. And you'll see a map that looks like this really for the next 3 months. Down here it says C-text. That's just for the pulse afternoon storms that form. Air mass storms, no organized severe weather. And the slight risks are way up north on the Canadian border. And the QPF chart showing nothing here for the next 5 days. And then there could be a pop-up shower storm one day, but they should be very widely spaced, and we simply do not expect widespread rain for a while, which is sad because we need it. Check the tropics. That disturbance in the Caribbean is just fizzling. The winds aloft are out of the southwest. It's being sheared, and it won't develop with conditions like that for now. The guys at NHC have ramped it back down to a 10% chance of developing. The rest of the Atlantic basin is quiet. But hey, looky here. First tropical depression of the eastern Pacific hurricane season. Down there below Acapulco, Mexico. This thing should be a hurricane here in a few days. The Hurricane Center ramps it up to a hurricane by Friday morning. Keeps it just off the Mexican coast. But again, we stress that is not an Atlantic system. That is a Pacific system. We normally don't show those, but just because it's the first of the season, we thought we'd take a peek at that. We'll check the 12Z GFS. This is valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. 588 ridge in place. And you know what that means? It's going to be hot and hazy and mostly dry. And again, there could be a little pop-up storm somewhere, but they'll be hard to find more than likely. Same thing Thursday, 588 contour nearby, mid-90s. Friday, the heights come down just slightly. But again, we're still talking mid-90s and any storms isolated. Same thing Saturday. Look, the bottom line is the weather's just not going to change a lot through the weekend. Hot and hazy, any storms should be isolated. There's the surface chart. Ooh, there's a green blob. But that doesn't mean anything. Again, these synoptic scale maps won't help you much in the summer. Sunday, same thing, mid-90s, hazy sun, small chance of any one spot getting wet. And Monday, same deal. Week from today, Still got the 588 ridge, and accordingly, not much happening. However, June 18th, now look at this. The 588 heat bubble is suppressed westward and a bit of a trough axis west of the state. And if that's right, that would set up a nice moisture feed, and we'd see scattered showers and storms becoming more numerous. And we note some type of tropical system, perhaps, located down there on the Yucatan, and a couple of days later, boom, it comes up toward Mobile Bay. But we all know, or at least longtime viewers here know, that the GFS is famous for bogus tropical systems in the medium range beyond 7 days. So don't count on that. But man, wouldn't that be a blessing if that happened? And on the 23rd, core of the westerlies are up north. The light westerly flow aloft here, and that looks pretty typical for summer if that's right. And it probably is. That's it for the Weather Extreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of Central Alabama.
in back-to-back ratings periods.
More people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.